Hello, nerds. Welcome to our review of The Last of Us, Episode 3. Please subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like it. We are talking spoilers. I'll say it once again. How can it be a spoiler if the game's been out for like a million years and everybody knows the ending on what's going to happen? So I will start with this. This episode was garbage. Pure 100% garbage. As in She-Hulk level garbage. I apologize to everybody in 2023 saying this was going to be the best show of 2023. This episode was garbage. And you giving me the look, I'll tell you why I apologize to Sleepy, who is not here, and who will give his own review later. When I go to a zombie apocalypse movie, which I've been told by certain people in this podcast that this is the greatest zombies ever and all these clickers and all that, I don't want to see a Meryl Streep love story in the middle of it. And please you're going to tell me, well, this is part of the video game. If this is part of the video game, thank God I did not play the video game. And before you say it's not, I saw the end of the show. They wanted to give that character a backstory. They should never give this character a backstory. I want to see aliens. I want to see zombies. I want to see killing. I do not want to see a love story. So, I hated this episode. I hated everything about this episode. There was nothing good about this episode. This wasn't even filler. Some of the Bad Batch episodes that are airing are filler just to get through 16 episodes. This episode was pure garbage. I'm giving this episode, I'll rate it now a 3. And it took all day to convince me to give it that high because I started at like -20. So I had to actually warm up and be nice and give it a 3. And I'm being real generous there. I'm only giving it a 3 because it's episode 3. But what the fuck was that? A suicide love story. If I want a suicide love story, I'll go to Lifetime Network and watch a Meryl Streep movie. I do not come to The Last of Us to see this. I mean, what the fuck was this? And like nothing happened. Nothing fucking happened. Where were the clickers? Where was the shooting? No one turned. What the fuck was this? Please, you're giving me the look. Explain it to me. Explain why you disagree with me.
Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing. At the end of the day, it's your opinion. But to me, I understand where you're coming from. It is a love story. But I guess I'm a sucker for love stories. Yeah, it's a little on the corny side. But when you see the aspect of what it is, yes, probably some characters don't deserve a backstory, but me as the fan of the show, of the game, I appreciate the backstory. Now, do I agree with it? Do I think it was the best episode? No, I honestly don't think it was the best episode, but it wasn't a bad episode because I've seen better stuff than this. Now, the whole thing with you saying that there was, I kind of lost me in there because we really didn't get a lot from the whole situation. Like, okay, so we got at the beginning at Ellie killing that zombie, right? I thought that was pretty cool. And then he tells you about going to this person's house, which in the game we do go to him. And if I'm correct, I haven't played the game in so many years, bro. When the fuck this game came out, I forgot. But I haven't played it since the PS3. So no, I have not played the remake, and I don't plan on playing the remake until it comes out to Steam, which is on March. So I could be wrong, but I think we do go to the guy's house in the game, and I think that's how we get the truck in the game and everything. So I think that aspect is right. The whole backstory, I don't think it's the best thing, but if you're going to have more than one season of the show, this is how you do it. You're going to give backstory to characters that probably didn't need a backstory. Now, I don't think they needed a backstory, but I'll take it. For simple reason I'll take it is because at the end of the show, at the end of the day, not everything has to be gore. Yes, we had to connect with some of these people, which I honestly don't see why we needed to connect with him, because guess what? We're not going to see him in the next episode. So
precisely,
I agree with you on certain parts, but at the end of the day, I don't think is that bad how you're making it seem. I don't know how Sleepy's making it seem. Yeah, sorry, Sleepy. I don't know how you're making it seem. I do want to hear your point on this because you did play the game, so I do want to hear his point of view. And I appreciate your point of view as as the person that's watching the show. And I agree. Like I said, I do have to agree with you. I don't think these characters needed a backstory. But let's be honest, Tony. If you're going to extend this into a couple seasons, that's how you do it. You're going to have to do it. So now I expect to eventually see if we got, okay, and this is just me saying it out there because let's be honest. If we got the story of this guy, which in the game, it was the same shit. In the game, it was the same shit. We knew him. We get to his house. I don't know if he turned or if he was dead. I really don't understand the whole situation in the game. And it's not that I don't understand. It's just I forgot. I'm telling you, I was like probably 24, 23 years old when this game came out. So, yeah, it's been like probably 11, 12 years ago that this game came out. So, to be honest, I understand that. So, certain things, like I said, but it's not bad. Like I said, I honestly don't think he needed a backstory. But if you gave that minor character that, like you said in the game, he wasn't that huge, you gave him that backstory, I can't wait until what they do with Abby's dad. That is the doctor that he kills in the thing to get to part 2 of the game. So if you're giving me the backstory on him, I expect the backstory of more people that to me are more important, like the Firefly girl that gave him the mission. We really don't get her story in the game like that. And so I expect you to expand on that, because if you gave me this character that, guess what? In the game, it was the same thing. You just go to his house to get the truck and get some stuff, and you continued your journey. That is the same way in the game. It should have been the same way here. But guess what? They decided to give you a story, and, then to make it connect, they met one time with Joel and Tess. So I understand where you're coming with it. Oh, do you want my rating? I give it an 8. I think, like I said, I enjoyed it.
An 8? An 8?
Hey, IGN gave it a 10.
An 8?
I got problems.
For characters who we will never see again.
But it's a love story. Girls are sucker for this. You know how many girls are watching this shit? Girls that don't even play video games. This is how you sucker them in.
Dude, I don't want a love story for characters. If these characters had went out a heroic death, I get it. They did a murder-suicide pact.
They did. I'll be honest, they did. But, hey, it's the most romantic thing to do. Trust me,
no,
girl.
It's not.
I don't know.
Not.
Back in the day, they thought that was romantic. It's not romantic, let's be honest. But back in the day, they did think about it.
There was nothing good. Like I said, I apologize to every show in 2023. This is not going to be. I can already tell you, this is not going to be the best show of the year. They've already jumped the shark.
It's only one episode, bro. It's only one episode.
This is a She-Hulk level episode.
Dude, you praised She-Hulk like for 3 episodes.
And look what happened in episode 3 of this.
Dude,
it went
this
down
is
the
nothing.
drain. This is not an 8. This is not
bro,
a 8.
wait until we get.
This is not a 10.
This is my opinion, and this is an 8 to me.
Wow. I feel totally embarrassed for this podcast for you to rate this thing an 8. They didn't even move the story along. He went there and got a truck. 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops.
Exactly. To get to the next spot, which next spot looks like it's gonna be wild. That's how it is in the game. Damn it.
I'm not even looking forward to it now. I'm not even looking forward to it. Because
I'm good
like
with
you
it.
said,
I'm gonna keep watching it.
Because, like you said, they've changed it, so you guys don't actually know what's coming, and when it's coming.
I know what's coming next. What's coming next.
Yeah, another
I know what's
She-Hulk
coming next.
episode. Another
Nah,
She-Hulk
nah.
level episode. Because
It'll be
that's what
nice.
this was. Dude, this should have took 10 minutes. You showed a flashback of him and Tess, and then you show up later.
Yeah, I agree.
Him dead.
But like you said, if you're gonna stretch this into seasons, this is how you do it. So I'm sorry. Hey,
I don't
I'll
think
be
they
honest.
should stretch.
What?
No, after this episode, I don't think they should stretch this into seasons.
Oh, they should.
No.
Look, you're gonna see down the road how crazy this shit gets. It's just one simple arc that they wanted to give. Even the game creator said it's something that I wanted to do, but with the constriction of the time and whatnot.
He's not gonna say anything negative. He's getting that big fat paycheck from HBO.
I know,
and he's doing great in ratings, and he's getting all this money. He's sold out. So he ain't gonna say nothing negative. They gave George Lucas $4 billion for Star Wars. He doesn't shit on how bad those movies are because they gave him a $4 billion check to shut the fuck up.
He knows they're bad, but
they gave him $4 billion to shut the fuck up. They gave this Last of Us guy a bunch of money. He's shutting up. Goes, oh yeah, I love this stuff. Remember when James Cameron was actually praising Old Boy's Terminator remake when that movie sucked as well?
Yeah, that is true.
So no. Dude, this should have taken 10 minutes, top.
Hey, but you can't eliminate one show by one episode.
An hour?
So to me,
yes, dude, boom, She-Hulk. Episode 3, I was done. You were done.
I'm not done with this though.
No, this show will not be the best show of the year. I'm more excited for Invincible season 2 and The Boys season 4. This show has already gone to the bottom of the list for me.
Dude, chill.
I'm sorry.
Chill. That's all you have to do.
The episode was that bad. No, I'm being honest.
Relax.
I am relaxed. No. If we had gotten me 12 hours ago, you would have saw the irrational me. This is the relaxed me who had time to think and change.
Did Sleepy see this? The other side of you?
When we talked, he hadn't even seen the episode yet. So I don't even know if he's seen the episode yet.
Wow.
So we'll probably post this without him even seeing the episode. I'm just something you could have done in 10 minutes. It took you an hour to do. To me, you wasted an episode.
Yeah, that's true. But
all they went there was to get a car, take a shower,
and some guns,
get some clothes, and some guns. And that took an hour of a useless story for a character who died in the episode by his own hand. He wasn't attacked. He wasn't killed by some of the invaders. He killed himself. He
could have at least turned into a fucking zombie.
Yes.
To get some action. That's what I thought it was gonna happen. But he tells him when he's like ha 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 ha. That he tells him like, oh, I don't know what the hell he tells him. Oh.
About protecting Tess. He said, I knew, Joe, this will probably be you. And just after having lost my lover, could you please protect Tess?
No, and then he says, ha, 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 ha. Like something.
Yeah, and it's like, really?
Like, don't go into the room, because that's going to be a nasty.
Right, and he left the window open so it wouldn't smell. Yeah.
Like, who thinks about all that shit, bro?
That's my point. This is a Meryl Streep movie, one of those lifetime love stories. You can get Lou Gehrig's or Alzheimer's, and I want to give you a peaceful death. No, but I want to come with you. I can't live without you. I saw the reactions of people on YouTube, all the females crying. This is bullshit. I'm not into love stories. I'm not into romance. I'm into action, violence, and comedy. This episode have none of that, which is what disappoints. Give me something. Nick Offerman is one of the funniest TV comedians out there, and he gave me this crap. I'm sorry. This lucky 12 hours later you got a 3 out of me. Because this started at about -10. I thought about it and I was nice and gave it a 3. That's just because it's the 3rd episode. But this was just garbage. Just garbage.
Relax. The series is going to get better. For you. For some people, it's just great.
You kept saying it's going to get better. It started off great the first 2 episodes. And then, boom.
See, but I expected
fell
to
off a
get
cliff.
better from that. I expected to get better,
No,
bro. Trust me.
I expected it to stay on that. Look, the first season of Mandalorian started at about a 7, and got perfect.
Bro, when you see the arc that I want you to see, which we're going to get in this show because they already showed the actors and everything, we'll talk about it, bro. They'll probably fuck it up, though.
Yeah. Tess is already dead, and they're bringing her back in flashbacks now. Well, you could have just told that in the beginning.
That is true, too. But I guess that's how they tell stories, too, Tony. So,
nah. I wish Sleepy was here because he'd probably like this episode, too, and I could rip him, too. He'd probably give it a 10 as well. Which is just, I just don't get this. I don't see what's there to like about this episode. You introduced the character, and you killed him off.
But it's like you say, it's filler.
I don't like filler. If you're going to give me filler,
Bad Batch,
and it was filler, and you never got a review. No, the last 2 episodes have been filler. I haven't rated them. I haven't given you a review and said, "Who you got to watch? You got to watch it." I haven't said anything.
But still, review that shit, bro, because people want to know. Review this shit.
Why?
No, I mean, review.
No. I'm just saying, if I get another episode of filler, I'm bouncing on you guys.
Relax.
I'm bouncing on you guys.
Next week is going to be crazy.
No. You keep saying relax. This was garbage.
Did you see
all
that?
This for a truck. No. I don't even. I skip past that because I don't even want to see next week. Because if next week is good, I'm going to hate this episode even more.
Oh, it's going to be good. Then you're going to hate this episode.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to hate it more because there was no point to have it. There was no point to have it. Dude, if all you went there to get was a truck, there was no point to have this episode.
In the game is like that too. Like, to be honest, I understand where you're going because in the game is like that. It's just a little. I need to play the game. But if I'm correct, you just go get the truck and continue. I think there is a little outbreak though with some zombies. I could be wrong. Hey, I haven't played it since the original PS3. I'm sorry, but I think this is how it was. It was just go get the truck, something that, and you continue. They should have done that in the show, but hey, they didn't do it. So what can we do?
Like I said, 50 minutes. This is an hour and 20-minute episode. Take away the post-show and the credits. That means 105. 55 minutes of the show was wasted. When all you had to go there is get a truck. You talking about the little girl killing the zombie? That was boring. Big deal. She killed a zombie. Woo.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that that's all we got from them in that episode.
And
from
it's
her.
Like, she got to see where they were doing mass killings. They didn't even show the people being shot when they rounded them up. They should have shown that.
Oh, I didn't. You're right. Okay. So wasn't that the lady with the baby that they took in the truck? Wasn't that their bones with the dress? Because she had the same. See, they should have told that shit. They just showed us when they took them in the truck, and that's it. You know what? Let's be honest, because it is true. I'm pissed now. They could have told that story. That is true.
Right.
And I thought that's where they were going to.
Yeah.
And then they get us.
That's what I'm saying. The things they could have done. They waste time on this love story. It would have made more sense. When he's getting attacked at his little compound and those people show up, that was like 2 minutes. You should have extended that out, showing him being a badass.
Yeah.
Instead, you show his lover. His lover wakes up with a gun. Oh, you're hurt, Frank. You're hurt, Frank. Frank gets shot, and yet they hold off everybody. I'm like, really?
I thought he had died, and then boom, 20 years later.
Yeah.
They're together. They're old. He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, it looks like he's suffering from Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, come on, man. Dude, if I'm on a date and I'm trying to get some, I understand going to see this. I go to the show for zombie apocalypse, fighting, and violence, with a great little story, sub-story in between. This is why when I played video games, I only played the sports and the shoot 'em games. I never played these story games because this is another one of those wasted things you have to go through. This is like a wasted level you had to go through just to get a truck.
Okay.
And it's like, So I'm sorry. I apologize to all you Last of Us fans out there who like this. I will never play this game. I can tell you 100%. The two of you are trying to get me into games. I will never play this game based on this episode. And I'm standing by my 3. I am chilling. I am relaxed, and I'm giving it a 3. 12 hours ago, I gave this -10. So I did chill. I have a little, soda in me. I've gotten to relax and think about it. And I was nice, extremely nice, and gave it a 3. Okay.
Hey, I give it a 8. Tony give it a 3. Say it, Tony.
Oh, poor Sleepy. Poor Sleepy. He'll probably give it a 10.
All right.
Deuces, nerds.